Hello everyone and welcome to my Smash Bros. Melee beginner's tutorial for Marth. See, Marth is absolutely one of the best characters if you are picking up the game. His fundamentals are pretty basic and you can pretty much implement those into other characters. So let's pretty much start it off with knowing the most basic technique, which is dash dancing. Dash dancing is great because it keeps your opponent guessing. Marth has one of the longest dash dances in the game. See what happens. If you ever go too far to where Marth slides, that's when you know you have to do it shorter like this. And you always keep your opponent guessing on where you're going to go, on what your next move will be. Next is the dash dance. See right there? That's me mixing up two of the most known techniques, which is dash dancing and wave dashing. See, a wave dash, if you don't know how to do that, go watch a different video about how to do it and then come back to this. So this is wave landing, how you're doing it after jumping, because that's all it is you jump into the ground. But you can throw out an aerial or whatever and then land. So you need to know, dash dancing is known for using movement and also for just being able to evade attacks, especially by doing it backwards like that. Because if they throw out a forward tilt or something like that, you can just wave dash. See, like his jab made it to where I was able to evade his jab because of my wave dash back. And then with Marth, for his approach options, forward air is very good. You just got to make sure you always L cancel it. Oh my gosh, something's popping up on my screen. All right. Other approaches, never do up B. It's more of a follow-up, actually. I say his standard A is never good. It's too weak, and it's pretty much just used. It's pretty much just used for edge guarding. His down tilt is very nice. And then you can space it properly, and you can end with a forward smash. But back air, it's a good mix-up, but I wouldn't recommend doing it too much. See, you can just space forward air. Just make sure you L cancel all your aerials all the time. I just killed myself. I thought I was angled the other way. Because you can angle it, even if you're facing backwards, you can still angle your recovery this way. And ledge options, neutral air is very good. Because it gets the double hits on them. If you ever just throw out F smashes like I did, make sure they're properly spaced. Wave dashing is very good for doing that, because if you're too close here, see, Marth has this mechanic called tippers, and if he hits you with the tip of the sword, it does more damage and more knockback. So a good way to do that is by wave dashing back and then doing it to where you get him with the tip of the sword. Or you could actually dash dance, but if you forward smash while dashing, make sure you hold down. You have to hold down before doing the Fs by doing any smash. That's called a pivot smash. You want to do that. It's really good for mixing up your opponents, actually. I don't know what I just attempted to do. But with this edge guarding game, let's see if I can get him off. What you want to do is, okay, if you're ever on here, you can always stall by doing this, and you should be invincible. To where you won't be able to hit. Then you could actually sweet spot his recovery. I went too low, actually, so. Make sure you have dash dancing and wave dashing down first. Of course, you're not going to be as good as me as soon as you start, but it's a work in progress. I haven't been playing for too long, so it should be really easy to catch up with me. That was just a really ballsy up B, and I would never use it because of reasons like that. Other approaches, you shouldn't approach with neutral air, but it's a great mix-up. Of course, it can kill certain opponents like that if they're not shielding, but you can't really fade away is the deal. See, with F tilts, you can always go backwards immediately after doing it. Which Jigglypuff does this a lot, and it's really used for spacing and everything. Because you can do that and then go backwards. With neutral air, you can't do that because you have too much momentum. You have too much momentum, and you can't go backwards after doing a short hop neutral air. But with that, you can go backwards and then avoid any of their attacks. See, if they do shield it, or if they do spot dodge it, they can't grab you because you're going backwards. And Marth's sword is so lengthy, it's good for that. That's why neutral air isn't very good, because if they shield it, you're definitely going to get punished. If you're ever trying to edge guard, always wave dash back and you should immediately grab the ledge. I like to throw out attacks while on the ledge. That was a ledge cancel, but I'm not going to get into that yet. That's more for an advanced guide. I went for it. That pretty much sums it up. Just with approaches and somewhat. The only move Marth can do out of shield, this is up B. Wait, why can't I do it right now? Yeah, it's that. You can't do any other move besides rolling, but you can up B, and it's great if you're stuck in a super tight situation and you can't get out of it. And if, say, he's like jabbing you over and over and over and you can't get out of it, I would just do a, see like that, I would just do a really quick up B, and that would get rid of him. His up B is a pretty good punish, actually. In your spare time, just practice your movement skills like that. See, even I mess up occasionally, so you should be moving your controller at a very fast rate, at about like, I don't know how many inputs per second I should say, like probably 4 per second at a professional level. But the down tilt is one of his best approach options. Not the down air, though. Never up smash like that, because that was supposed to be an up tilt, but I messed up. Up smash is not a good option. Never really forward smash in the neutral either. The neutral, if you don't know, is just whenever characters are like going back and forth and they're not really attacking each other. They're waiting for someone to approach the other. Never just forward smash, even if you're pretty sure it's going to hit. See, like that would have been extremely punished. I would have possibly died because I'm at a high percent, or I would have gotten comboed to an even higher percent against a good player. Next is DI, but because this is a beginner's tutorial, I'm not going to go too into that. So what DI is directional input. So if I get launched by, say, a forward smash, I'm going to go off stage. I'm going to get knocked all the way over there. But it's possible for me to stay alive by, depending on what direction I'm holding on the joystick. So if I get launched straight up, what you want to do is you want to hold parallel. No matter where you get hit, you want to hold parallel to where you got hit. So if I got hit with a forward smash, I want to hold either up or down. If I got hit straight up, I want to hold left or right. Most of the time with most smash attacks, you get hit up to the diagonal left or right. So if I get hit up to the right, I want to hold up to the left. Just to where it connects and they're touching. That'll make it to where you don't get knocked back nearly as far, and you should stay alive a lot longer. Side B is a very good stall, and the thing that's really cool about Marth is that his back air completely turns him around. That's also some good advice right there, is to jump back and then back air. That's great against space animals because their recovery is not too good. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. If you want any other characters, I'm pretty good with multiple characters, especially characters like Mario. He's really fun to use, and Fox. I'm not too well known with most of the other characters, but I can show you what I know, and that And that's it for this episode. So see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.